Hi everyone, this is Roxas1359. Welcome back to Let's Play Crash Bandicoot 4, The Wrath of Cortex. Last time, we defeated Rocco and managed to get a new power-up that allows us to walk over, still, nitro crates, which is very situational, and I'll get more into that later. Anyway, before going on to the next warp room, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to Wizards and Lizards, because there's a death route here. That's why this other gem is here. So yes, we are back in Wizards and Lizards because, as I said before, there is a death route here, actually, which contains one of the colored gems, the green gem, actually, which is something that I didn't realize until after I did a little practice thing. So what is exactly going on? This is actually being recorded on February 20... What is today? Today is the 27th. Why is it being recorded on the 27th? Well, there's a few stories I need to tell you guys. This is the third attempt at which I am doing this. The third attempt at which I am doing a recording session for Crash Bandicoot. So, what exactly is going on? Well, the first recording session, something ended up going wrong with the audio. It got desynced after a while, and I couldn't fix it. So I had to scrap the recording. Well, by the time I had figured that out, I was going to end up actually just, I was going to do something very simple. I was just going to use my new Gamecube component cable that had come in the mail. Well, as it turns out, something happened after the last recording session I did. The last recording session I did was entirely of the second warp room. Total recording time was about an hour and 38 minutes. Please note, it also included getting the death route, which is right over here. So, obviously, I died way too many times in Wizards and Lizards, which is why I didn't get this. This death route's a bit annoying because of these guys. These guys won't kill you, but they will block your way. Anyway, what happened to that recording session? Basically, I had the same problem that Klonoa 2 had. Now, I have an LP Klonoa 2, but for those of you who have ever seen some of my test videos, you might know what I'm talking about. Basically, the recording would cut out after a while. That would ruin the recording session entirely. What ended up happening with Wrath of Cortex was I finished completely with the second warp room, doing all of the relics and everything. In fact, I think I got about 4 gold relics on it. I got lucky on one of them. What can I say? And what ended up happening because of that? On the boss, on the second mask, it cut out once. Okay, it did the... you might notice that Crunch is kind of invisible. This is the game failing to load Crunch. Is image, the static image. This is the Gamecube version doing that. Go Gamecube version. Well, anyway, back onto my story. Basically, the recording session, which was an hour and 37 minutes, was completely lost because of the fact that it cut out one time. The audio was fine. The video, I tried to salvage it. Was impossible to salvage it. I was so goddamn pissed off that I pretty much just rage quit that night. I could not record it again because it was just a pain in the butt. Anyway, one other thing, since we're inside the warp room right here, this is something the Gamecube version does as well. It loads blank images for the crystals, the gem, and it puts the static image for a platinum relic on the save screen. The Gamecube version does this for some strange and unknown reason. I don't know why it does that. I can see it might be failing to load the crystal one. The gem one at least makes sense. But anyway, since I'm done with my ramblings now, let us go on to the newest warp room, starting with Jungle Rumble.
Crash Bandicoot, you've got some nerve setting foot into my domain without an invitation. Don't talk back to me. I'll fix that attitude problem of yours.
Talk back to you? I didn't realize that I could talk... Oh, right, the mutant games. Oh, the mutant games. How could I forget about the mutant games? But yes, Robert Lee Ermey, voice of Wawa. He has that stereotypical, drill sergeant. And as luck would have it, he was a drill sergeant in the United States Marines. I believe it was from 1961 to 1972. I looked up his military profile for the LP. And he obtained the rank of sergeant. His highest, he's currently an honorary gunnery sergeant as well. He's done more movies than video games. So if you recognize him in movies, that's why. He was actually in Toy Story 1, 2, and I think he might have been in 3. Because he was... Yes, because at the ending on the credits. He played the toy soldiers in Toy Story 3. All the Army's toy soldiers. So, yeah. I do like Arlie Ermey for his movie roles more than his game roles, which is very few. He hasn't done that many game roles. Probably the one that sticks out the most besides Wawa is the fact that he was one of your companions in Fallout 3, but that's really it. And he was kind of a pain to get for that one because you had to be completely neutral in order to get it. Oh, look! Ooga ooga. Whoop. Right, so go right over here. Now, this stage has a few differences that are based for the GameCube version. They're very small, and I'll get to them in a second. But, oh boy, the time trial for this one is a pain in the butt. Right? Whee! Whee! Right, so run over this way. It is a pain to do this stage on the time trial. Oh wait, I should not do that. Ooh, okay, I don't want to have to do the jumping. The time trial one for this is annoying because of a section that is later in this level. I don't like this level that much. This is probably one of my least favorite stages in Crash Bandicoot 4, but it's not my most hated. No, that one's saved for something in a later warp room. Oh boy. We're actually almost done with the stage too. Okay, life right there. And there you can see a Jeep. That's why I hate the stage. But first, to the special stage! Oh boy. Now this is where I was quite sad about the fact that my component cables were cutting in and out constantly. The component cables, I guess going back onto the whole component cable thing. The component cables, they work great. I love the GameCube component cables. But this isn't the only game that the HD PVR2 does not like. The HD PVR2 also does not like Klonoa 2 Lunatea's Veil. In fact, it is physically impossible for me to record Lunatea's Veil unless I am using the HDMI converter that I'm currently using for Crash Bandicoot. So that's 2 games I have to use this converter for. Well, that's one way to do it. That's one way to do it. I was trying not to do that. I was trying to show off the power. But I guess not. Right? Don't worry, you're usually going to end up destroying those boxes anyway, so it doesn't matter. Right, so let us go under you, and there we go. And wait. So let's go to the end right over here, and the last couple of boxes should be around here. I was kind of hoping not to lose my Aku Aku. Okay, I gotta count. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Roxas can count to 5. Yay! And there we go. That takes care of that. So, pretty much, there are 2 games so far that the HD PVR2 does not like. I don't know if it's just my HD PVR2. If anyone else has an HD PVR2 and possibly has these games, let me know in the comment section. But anyway, now we are running from rhinos. Hit the A button to rev forward. Just like before with the dragon, if the rhinos hit the boxes, they will destroy it for you and it counts for the count. If it's in the time trial, though, then it does not count for you getting the time if it is a time box. Now, this area is finicky as heck, and it's annoying because of that. Oh, there goes my Aku Aku mask. And right there. So anyway, you saw that there were 2, like some blue rhinos. That's the difference from the GameCube version to the PS2 version. For some odd reason, they have 2 blue rhinos, and they're the baby rhinos too. I don't know why the GameCube version is the one that has that. It's nothing that changes anything based on differences for the stages. It's just cosmetic. It's like, oh, look at our blue rhinos. We're cool. But other than that, it makes no sense. Alright, but that takes care of this stage. And this is where having This is where if you're doing time trial, it becomes a pain. Which, what am I saying? I'm going to be doing that next. So, oh, come on, one Wumpa Fruit, really? Right, and there we go. I'll be right back, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. I pretty much got yelled at because apparently I was being too loud, and I didn't realize it. So, now we're going to do the time trial for Jungle Rumble. I don't like this. Alright, and shall we do the Jungle Rumble time trial? Ugh, I hate this time trial. For the simple fact that it just takes too long. Well, yeah, time trial taking long. I would have thought of that. The other reason is that it's got the problem where if you die to the rhinos, then you gotta start over. And that's the annoying part. I was actually quite surprised that I got through the rhinos without getting hit. But normally I do, because it seems to be very finicky on when it actually wants to hit you, and when it doesn't. And most of the time, it doesn't want to really do too well for me. Okay, hit that. Hit that. Alright, so let's do this. I shouldn't be doing this, but then again, it doesn't really matter because I can't really get the gold on this one because we're going to need that power that we get later in the game. And I don't know why I'm sugarcoating it so much. Basically, the power I'm talking about is the ability to run. It returns in Crash Bandicoot Wrath of Cortex, just like how it was inside Crash Bandicoot 3, which makes sense. So, there we go. So, now let's do this. Remember, if the rhinos hit the boxes, then you don't get the time. Keep mashing that A button to rev that thing. Yeah, because I don't know what a jeep is. Right, go this way. How did I live? I don't know. Let's keep going and hit that. And now we go over this way and jump. And there we go. And now to go over this way, because my finger is slipping off the analog stick. Why does this always happen when I'm doing this? And, alright, that takes care of them. Now, there's one box in this time trial that is a pain that I don't like. And it is the one that is down over here. It is a 2-second box, and I always miss it. So not this time. No, not this time. Right, now let's go over this way and jump. And now let's hit these and keep revving. I want to be done with this stage. Please finish the stage. There we go. And jump. And there we go. Now this is where not having the ability to run kind of messes you up. It's because of this bridge right here. It's so large that it pretty much stops you from being able to do the time trial effectively, like getting a good time. In fact, I think it's a 125 to get the gold, if I'm not mistaken. But either way, that takes care of that, and there we go. You always know you do it right, because then it suddenly turns into a platinum. Except for the times when it's actually a platinum, but I've not gotten that once on screen, on camera. Joy. Alright, so that takes care of Jungle Rumble, which makes me very happy. Now let's see if this recording session doesn't botch. I'd love it if it didn't botch. Okay, it's 120 for the gold, so I gotta go back for that one. And now to Seashell Shenanigans. So, I heard you guys liked underwater levels. Yeah, they're back from Crash Bandicoot 3. I will say the frame rate in these ones, it feels a little bit smoother. Way to get hit there, I kind of needed that Aku Aku. But overall, I still don't like these stages, because in this game, there is very cheap ways you're gonna die. In fact, you're gonna probably see it, right there. See how that was off screen? You can see them sometimes, but guess what, ladies and gentlemen? There's gonna be a lot of instances in this stage where you can get blindsided by those, and they will kill you. If you have an Aku Aku mask, then you're fine. If you don't have an Aku Aku mask, then SOL, my friend. SOL. Oh, Luckily for me, I know where the cheap ones are. Because, you know, it's not like I've had to do this entire warp room 3 times in a row. Oh my god. Why does this keep happening? Now don't follow that mine. Go away. That mine is a red herring. There is nothing over here. What triggered that? I didn't trigger it. So as you can see, there's nothing over here. So, let's go over this way. These, Aku Aku. Having 3 Aku Aku masks in the stage makes life so much easier. This is where you can get blindsided. Whew, I hate that so much. I do not like this stage because I don't like getting blindsided by the mine. See, right here is one of them. You can barely see it. That's cheap placement. That is... Oh, God! That's also cheap placement. That's why I don't like that. I don't know why Traveler's Tale does that. It's... Yes, the title of this episode is Roxas is Whining. What else is new? I want that box. Which is why I'm trying to spin into nitro crates. There we go. So, let's go down over this way. Hit the A button to move faster, and that's pretty much your only controls. B button to spin. Nothing really changes. It's basically the same controls from Crash Bandicoot Warped when it came to these stages, only it's, you know, they're longer. Anyway, when you're underwater, don't spin into the TNT crates. Just touch the top, and it will set off the trigger. So, let's do this, and hit that. And boom. There we go. So let's go over this way. I'd like another Aku Aku mask. Having at least one Aku Aku mask when going through this for, what is it called? For the time trial is good. So, anyway, now we have a new section that was added in for this game, and that is the submarine sections. Now, unlike that little mantis thing, I've still been unable to figure out what the heck that thing was. The submarine, you get hit in that, you're dead. It doesn't count as an extra hit like how an Aku Aku mask does. When did I get an Aku Aku mask? Oh well. Now watch out. This is where it gets cheap with it because your camera gets blocked. Controls for this are very simple. Analog stick to move, the B button to drop bombs, A button to shoot missiles. Basically, spam missiles. You know, pretty much what you do in Crash Bandicoot Warped. It will save your butt. In fact, I think there's a couple of enemies around here too, so I don't want to kind of destroy them. Ooh, I hate these stages because of this. Caution to the wind, why not? Right, so let's try and get another life while I'm at it. Right, and jellyfish. Ugh. I live in California. I hate jellyfish. They're all over the goddamn beaches, especially Silver Strand. Alright, so let's go down, but watch out. There is going to be a row of nitro crates right here, so drop the bomb. Why am I singing DDR? Alright, so we got that right there, which I kind of want to drop. Okay, there we go, drop the bomb. And as you can see, nothing over here. Like, I don't get why they programmed these areas in. It's like they were going to be, you know, putting a secret like a secret hidden gem right there, like how in Crash Bandicoot 3 there was. Now this section right here, you're gonna have to do this in a certain order. If you don't, then you can't get the gem for it. Alright, so it looks like I got that one. So let's blow up the nitro crates and let's kill the red shark, even though I don't. I think the only red shark is actually a mutated one. Because I don't think there is, in the for the genesis of it, I don't think there's actually a red shark to my knowledge. Alright, this is going to be fun. I got to drop the bomb without getting hit. Well, let's drop it right here first. We can do that, so then we can hit that. And then let's drop it right here. I hate doing this without an Aku Aku mask. There we go. And there we go. We're pretty good on boxes right now, so now to spam this like crazy. And now to drop the bomb. Whee! Yeah, that gets a lot of your boxes. Right? Okay, you can shoot the crystal. Why not? That makes it. God dang it. I hate these mines so much. Great, I gotta do all that box puzzle again. I'm playing an underwater platformer so then I can have fun, not so then I have to do puzzles. Sure, it's a simple puzzle, but it's still annoying as heck. Right, and drop the bomb again. The bombs don't go that far, so you gotta be careful. Sometimes they prematurely detonate. Right, let's try that, and I just don't like the blast radius for that. It makes me feel like I'm gonna get hit. Right, drop bomb. Avoid shark because I'm not gonna kill you again. Already have the crystal, so let's keep going. This time going slow. Hit. 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 I hit a box. Try not to get killed. I'm being very cautious, I know, and it's because I'm paranoid on this stage. I don't like this stage because of the fact that you can die because of cheap placement of bombs. Right. Alright, and let's hit that. And that's all 99. So let's go down to here. Gem. And we are out of here. Thank goodness. And now we get to do the time trial for it. Ugh. For that one, I'm going to be quiet, and I'm probably going to speed it up. Well, no, I'm not going to... I might speed it up. It depends, mainly because I need to focus in this one. Because this one, I will legitimately say I suck at. And for some reason, it actually goes into milliseconds for the time to get Sapphire. So, time for probably music, so it's probably the stage music.
Leave my levels alone!
No. And there we go. That takes care of it. And that is a gold, so I don't have to come back here. Yay! I don't have to come back here. So, let's take care of that. I think the gold was actually, the time for that was a minute. I could be wrong on that, but I screwed up quite a few times on that, actually. I'm still surprised I managed to get the gold because, I don't know, I guess I threw caution to the wind. But that is a gold relic for us.